Hi guys, so today we're going to talk about a big insecurity of mine, and it is not my psoriasis that decided to break out. You heard. We're going to be talking about my teeth. Now, I wanted to take a video about this for a long time. I actually made a video about it a few years ago, but I was really mad in that video, and it was I was still very self-conscious about my teeth. I still am, but just not as much. So growing up, my biggest insecurity was my smile. I always thought it's the thing that made me super ugly. I was bullied first by my siblings because siblings just like to tease each other, but mainly because all my siblings have stereotypical straight teeth. I'm the only one in my out of my siblings that have gaps. My mom and dad didn't have a gap, but my grandma did, so I inherited her gap. That kind of makes me happy that I did inherit it. I used to feel very mad that I inherited her gap, but as I've gotten older, I love that I got her gap because it makes my smile more unique. Honestly, it took me a really long time to be confident in my smile. I can remember a lot of times in which people have made fun of me specifically for my teeth. Middle school especially, it was the hardest, and high school too, because in middle school everyone was getting braces and I could not afford braces, which is the main question everyone always asks. Why don't you get braces? You should get braces. People, I feel fail to realize that braces are a luxury and not a necessity. I feel a lot of people don't realize that because braces are fucking expensive, okay? And a lot of people have insurance, and if they do have insurance, not a lot of people have dental insurance, and it's just really annoying when people say that I should get braces. I know I should get braces. Don't you think if somebody has crooked teeth, don't you think one of the main things on their mind was to get braces? They obviously know that their teeth are fucked up, and some people just don't have the money or the means to fix their fucked up teeth. I'm sorry, are you gonna pay $2,000 to give me some Invisalign? I don't think you are, so you need to keep your opinion to yourself, okay? One of the biggest memories of me getting made fun of with my teeth which made me super insecure about it. I was already insecure about it before this happened, but this made me super insecure, where I would cover my mouth when I smiled and I would just smile with my mouth closed. I still do that, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. But what made me super hyper aware of my teeth was when I was in 10th grade. Okay, so I was sophomore in high school. I had just gotten a weave. I'm tooting my own horn right now, but just let me have my moment, okay? Everybody was doing double takes. All the boys were oh my god, is that Victoria? Oh my god, you so cute, you're ready now. And I was just feeling myself, honestly. I remember being at the cafeteria, I was still feeling myself. I was getting my lunch, and one of the boys, his name is Mark. Hi Mark, short motherfucker. He's probably taller than me, but whatever. He came up to me and he was ooh, I see you got a new hairdo, Victoria. And I'm yeah. And he's wait a second, smile? And I'm what? Somebody asks you a weird question, so you go what, and then your teeth show. He started laughing at me. He's oh wait, never mind, because I think he said I was looking good. That made me so sad. I never smiled again with my mouth showing. I just became hyper aware. If I wasn't already aware about my teeth, I became hyper aware about it, and it just made me super devastated. The reason why I remember that memory so vividly is because of the fact that it made me realize, or what I thought I'd come to the realization at that time, that no matter what the fuck I do, no matter how cute my hair is, no matter how stylish my clothes are, no matter how on fleek my eyebrows are, I'm never gonna be pretty to boys. Boys are never gonna find me attractive because of my teeth. And that's probably why I became even more insecure about my smile at that particular stage in my life, because it was no matter what I do, I'm just gonna always be ugly unless I get my teeth fixed, What made me more confident in my smile was actually something that happened to me out of high school and just out of school in general. And every time I think about that negative situation, I immediately think about this positive situation, so it kind of cancels each other out. So I was at the mall and I was looking for a present for my best friend's grandma, and I was at Yankee Candle and I couldn't find what I was looking for. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing because I had never been in a Yankee Candle in my goddamn life. I don't like to ask questions, especially since I do customer service jobs and I kind of do get annoyed when customers ask me stupid questions, so I didn't want to be that guy. So, but I show my emotions on my face, so I probably looked like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And this lady was like, "Oh, do you need help with anything?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm fine, thank you." I do like this like really annoying cheesy smile, and like my voice just gets 3 octaves higher. That's just who I am. I'm so awkward. She like smiles and she's like, "Okay," and then she does like a double take. And I remember in that split second that she did that double take, I remember thinking, "Oh my god, do I have lipstick on my teeth? I knew I shouldn't have worn this color." I remember specifically thinking that. And she turns around and she's like, "You have the most amazing smile ever." And it was completely out of the blue. Mind you, she had the most amazing smile ever in my opinion. Like her teeth were straight, white as fuck, and like just beautiful. And she was out here complimenting my crooked ass, gapped ass teeth. And it was in that moment that I just became super confident. Also, in my smile, not super confident, let's be real. It was just so funny to me that in like just a few years ago, people were making fun of my smile and saying that I should never show my teeth because it's just that disgusting, to people being like, "I want to see your smile, like your smile brightens my day." I actually have a comment on one of my YouTube videos. It's like a really embarrassing video. I'm like dancing to like Sailor Moon or whatever, and this guy comments, he says something like to the effect of like, "I'm a racist or something, but your teeth, like your smile really brighten my day, like never stop smiling," or something. And I was like, my teeth made a racist smile. I don't know how I feel about that, but you're welcome. The reason why I made this video, honestly, like the main reason, was because Cardi B had recently got her teeth fixed. And I remember when I found that out, I was kind of a mix of emotions. Like I was excited for her because I was like, "Oh yay," like it was a big insecurity of hers. She probably couldn't afford to get braces, and like now she has the money to. I don't want to like judge her for getting her teeth fixed, and it just made me wonder though, like if I was in her position, especially, would I get my teeth fixed? And I don't know, it just made me really think about it. And honestly, when I was growing up, I always wanted to get, especially my gap closed. I remember taking like white gum and like putting it in between my gap, like paper, putting it to see what I'd look like with, you know, because like I don't think my teeth are that bad. I think the main problem is bottom row. Like there are all types of fucked up, but my top row, I don't think, I think she's alright, you know. Like I have white teeth, like they're moisturized. What if I were to get braces, which I do honestly still want to get braces. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm gonna keep this, like if given like money I would keep my teeth. No girl, I would fix them definitely, but I would mainly close the gap at my bottom teeth. Like I would close gaps and like I would get that fixed, especially my bottom row, and like my overbite, you know, that I got from sucking my thumb for 12 years. I would definitely get that, you know, my overbite handled, but I would not close my gap. I wouldn't close it because I feel like my gap is what makes it, doesn't really make me unique because there's like a lot of people with gaps, but I don't know, I just feel like it fits my face, it's there for a reason, and you know what, now it reminds me of my grandma, and I think that's reason enough for me to keep my gap. Yeah, that was my video talking about my teeth and my biggest insecurity that became one of my biggest character traits, I guess. I don't know. Nobody should shame anyone for something that they can't control. I mean, like, unless you're like not brushing your teeth and like your teeth stink. That, like, I like that more and more people in the world are embracing their smile, their God-given smile, and they aren't letting society dictate what they should do with their teethuses. So that was my video. In the comments below, tell me what is something that you were insecure about that became something that made you secure and made you feel better about yourself, if that makes any sense. I don't know, maybe I'll word it better in the comments down below. But yeah, thank you, I hope you liked this video. Bye.